Well, happy Christmas, everybody. I know it was last week and the presents are all opened and you're all playing with your new stuff and all that stuff, but it's still Christmas. It's still the Christmas season. So I have two more books for you. This one is called The Bear Stays Up for Christmas. I read The Bear Snores On about a month or so ago. This is about the same cast of characters, but this time it's about Christmas. Here we go. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. "Dear Bear, get up!" Mouse shouts in his ear. "We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year." His friends are all there, gathered in his lair, and the bear wakes up. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. "I hope I can make it. I do want to try." "Don't worry," squeaked Mouse. Hare says, "It's all right. We'll keep you busy all day and all night." Bear tries to lie down, but his friends all frown, so the bear stays up. "Come on," says Badger, "time to follow me. In Pine Grove Glen, there's a fine Christmas tree." So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the track. They hoist up the tree onto Bear's big back. He plods very slow as he trudge through the snow, but the bear stays up. Back in the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn and strings upon a tree. Raven and Wren bake a fresh fruit cake. The friends do their best to keep Bear awake. His shoulders start to droop and his eyelids droop, but the bear stays up. They hang up stockings by warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like "Oh Holy Night." They cuddle and sing and they wait for the sun. But soon all the voices fade to just one. A bright star glows while the good friends doze, but the bear stays up. Bear giggles and grins, he works and he raps. He bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's at the door? Bear doesn't see. He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, he lets out a yawn, but he still stays up. When Christmas arrives, so lonely and white, Bear's friends awake to a glorious sight. Presents and goodies are piled up tall. "I stayed up," says Bear, "just to share with you all." His friends shout with glee. Bear lies in the tree, by the tree, but he still stays up. Wren flies to the stockings and tweets out a cheer. "Besides our bear's presents, Santa was here." When all gifts are opened, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters goodnight. Then the bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from the lair. They whisper sweet dreams. "Merry Christmas, dear bear." The bear stayed up for Christmas. All of his friends, they worked so hard to make sure that the bear had a great time. What a great group of friends these guys are, huh? The bear stays up for Christmas. All right, I have one last Christmas story of 2020 for you. Listen to the Silent Night. If I remember right, this book came to us from the De La Hunt family. Not 100% sure on that, but I think so. Here we go. It was not such a silent night. Hear the hoo, hoo, hoo as the night owl flew, crossing a windy trail while the cold wind blew. Mary knew her time must be nearly due for the son who would set things right. It was not such a silent night. Hear the flip, flap, flap Joseph's sandals made. Roman soldiers passed and their horses neighed. Mary rolled and bounced while the donkey swayed as she rode toward the Bethlehem light. It was not such a silent night. Hear the oomph, oomph, oomph of the shoving game down in Bethlehem where the faithful came, as the growing crowds tried to stake their claim at the inns on that festival night. It was not such a silent night. Hear the rap, tap, tap on the inn's big door. Joseph begged for rooms, but there were no more. Then they found a barn, just hay-tossed floor, where they prayed and prepared for the night. It was not such a silent night. Hear the moo, moo, moo of the cow or two, and the rooster crowed cock-a-doodle-doo. Mary settled in by this noisy crew, keeping watch for the dawning of light. It was not such a silent night. Hear the swish, swish, swish of the desert sand as the camels raced toward the far-off land, and the wise men rode with their gifts in hand toward the star that was brighter than bright. It was not such a silent night. Hear the baa, baa, baa of the sheep who crept up a hill so steep where the moonbeam swept, and the snoring sounds as the shepherds slept under skies that were starry and bright. It was not such a silent night. Hear the flut, flut, flutter of the angel wings. Hear the wondrous message the angel brings. While the host of angels from heaven sings, Christ the King has been born this night. It was not such a silent night. Hear the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh of the staff's waves free. While the shepherds cried, we must go and see. The Messiah is here, born for you and me. So they raced toward the glorious sight. It was not such a silent night. Mary groaned in pain, Joseph by her side. Then a shout rang out, baby Jesus cried. So they held him close, filled with joy and pride. A miraculous Christmas night. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope that God has blessed your week together with your family and that we have the most fantastic of New Year's coming ahead of us. And I will see you next week in the new year with some new stories. Have a great week. Bye, gang.